I was texting him, threatening him, Vince, I'm going to kick your ass when I see you. I'm going to F you up when I see you. Wait till I see you, Vince. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. He goes, you want to kick my ass? He gets up, he takes his jacket off. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I just felt that my second time in WWE, I wasn't so much appreciated. I think it has a lot to do with me leaving the company high and dry in 2006 and going straight to TNA. See, I was supposed to go back to WWE in 6 months.
After you left.
Vince wanted me to take 6 months off and come back. So literally when I left his office and I quit, I called WWE and got a contract that day.
You mean TNA?
Or TNA, yes. So I didn't wait a second. I knew what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go. And I think there was like, okay, well, if he comes back, we're going to teach him a little lesson.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, humble him
which is fine. Yeah.
What I think was your last WWE was under the ECW banner.
Yes, it was.
But the last match was like 20 minutes up the road.
Where was that?
It was at the Westchester County Center, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think I was there for that one too. It was you and Rob Van Dam.
Yes.
And it was an ECW branded house show. It was,
and that's where I pulled I ripped my groin muscle, my ab muscle, and my hamstring. I ripped all of them all in one move. RVD, I did an angle slam, and I got him up, and RVD did a spinning DDT. And when I went to put my head down, my foot stuck in the mat, and my hamstring blew out. I tore it. And then my groin tore, and then my ab tore. And so literally the next day, I went to SmackDown the next day, and they were having a production meeting, and all the writers are in the front, and then all the agents and producers are in the back, and Vince is up front with the writers. I walk in, I pull my pants down to my ankles. There's women in there. And my middle section, my groin was black. Okay? My hamstring was black. It was black all the way down the front of my leg, all the way down, because the blood traveled down because of all my muscle tears. And my whole leg was black. And I wanted Vince to see it.
Yeah.
I said, and he's like, I guess you're not going to be in the ladder the ladder match tonight with Eddie Guerrero. And I was like, no. But I said, listen, I need to have a meeting with you. I need to go up and meet you at headquarters. He said, well, let's do it tomorrow. He said, you know what, take the night off. So he let me take the night off, and then I went up the next day, and that's when I got released.
And but with the intention being, we're going to let you out of your contract, call me in 6 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I wanted to get out of my contract. They didn't have to do it. They actually, if I wouldn't have, okay, I did tell Vince, and this is something that really difficult for me to say, but when I went to Vince, I told him, I said, listen, I'm not going to be able to, or what I'm afraid is going to happen, Vince, is I'm afraid I'm going to kill myself. I didn't mean stab myself in the stomach or shoot myself in the head. I meant I was going to take too many pills and kill myself.
Yeah.
I said, I need to get out of here. You got to let me go, because they didn't want to let me go. I said, listen, I don't want to say this, but I feel like I'm going to kill myself if I don't do something now, if I don't get released. He says, you know what? He put his hands up. He said, Kurt, you're released. No problem. Come back in 6 months. We'll have the same contract for you. And unfortunately, I already had my sights set on TNA. And so I ended up going there.
When you said that,
I didn't hear from Vince, nothing for the next 11 years.
When you said that, were you doing it to kind of manipulate, or were you being sincere?
I was scared.
Yeah, you were scared.
Yeah. Because I eventually got off the painkillers, but it took me some time.
Yeah.
And it was just it was a really, the meeting I had, Vince literally, this is crazy, but I was texting Vince while I was taking pills at night, and I was texting like he wouldn't answer the phone when I call him, and I was texting him, threatening him, Vince, I'm going to kick your ass when I see you. I'm going to F you up when I see you. Wait till I see you, Vince. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And so now he has 3 pages of text typed on paper of my messages to him.
Yeah.
And I'm reading them in the meeting. I'm like, I don't remember saying this shit. Vince, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm like, Vince, I don't remember saying this stuff. He goes, you want to kick my ass? He gets up, he takes his jacket off. I'm like, oh my God, like this guy wants to fight me.
Yeah.
So I put my head down and I was like, I got to get out of here. I left the room. I started crying and I came back in. I said, Vince, listen, I'm sorry, but I got to get out of here. You got to let me go. He said, no problem. Go.
Wow.
Go. And you know what? He hugged me and he was really cool. He let me go and he was willing to give me a contract when I came back in 6 months, but I already made up my mind where I wanted to go. I just felt at that point in time I was being overworked. And wrestling 280 days a year can really take a toll on your body.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go part-time. But the problem was I didn't have enough experience. So what I'm saying is it's a WWE rule. If you don't have 10 years experience, you can't go part-time. So I had 6 at the time. So Vince was like, hey, the rules are the rules. You know, you can't go part-time yet. So I was like, damn, I got to get out of here then.
Yeah.